Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Pressure coming. He finds his man. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks are on the move. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Walters. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oregon.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They've taken the opening drive and gotten it down to the 5, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback will audible. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Go straight ahead. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Of 2. The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Handoff from the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. No huddle here for the offense. Hands it off. Powers through the defender. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the game scored.
First down to start the drive after the break. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Complete on the shuffle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of cute.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barnum, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Gentlemen, most, if not all, eyes in the SEC are on this smoke 'em if you got 'em game between Alabama and Tennessee. Here's the very latest. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Penn State! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Number 4 with the grab and the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback checking the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss ball.
Running to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40, inside the 30, inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Averill. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looking to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Hard-hitting tackle.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Complete on third down. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Can't get him to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Hey, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Calls his own number. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to add another. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. It's complete on the right side. And tackled there by the defense.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking off.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Line is set on third down. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball's on the ground. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They move the tight end all over. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We have reached a 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
The Ducks have taken it inside the 20. Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab on the left. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
It's a turnover on downs.
They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. On first down, the quarterback sneak. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.